Hello. We're going to talk about the challenges that adults face when they return to school. How many of you, by a show of hands, can tell me or let me know that we all made a decision to go back to school? See, pretty much everybody. Did you ever think that the decision you were making would become so incredibly overwhelming? Because that's what it is. It's overwhelming. The mere thought of going back to school, plus work a full-time job and take care of home responsibilities and do your own schoolwork is a lot to sink in when you're going back for the first time, or perhaps this is your first time going back to school. It's overwhelming. And yes, we all have faced that at some time or another. Whether we're taking care of the kids, whether we're taking care of our parents, whatever the situation may be, that in itself, plus going back to school, is a lot to deal with. Did you know that the average adult in college right now is between the ages of 40 and 64 years old? That's a 20% increase over the last decade. That's amazing to me. That is just unreal that people our age and older are deciding to go back to school. And if you're like me, most of the time when you get ready to do your homework, it's late at night when everyone's gone to bed and it's quiet. And you sit there and you look at all of your books and assignments, your computer, and you are so tired that you ask yourself, what have I done? This is too much, scratching your head. Oh my goodness. Am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to be able to do my assignments? Wow. And it happens. And you know it can. But the most important thing for you to remember is that you made a commitment to self. That you were going to go back to school, study really hard, and get your degree. You see, you and I have so much in common. Most of us all work, and we have responsibilities at home. And now we're taking on another load, a full-time school load. And it's a lot to deal with, but you know you can do it. And you ask yourself, why is it important to return to school? In today's job market, it requires you to have a degree to clean the bathroom. Don't laugh. I'm being serious. OSHA requirements say that if you see a spill on the floor, you just can't go and get a piece of tissue and get that up. That's a no-no. You have to know the type of spill it is, what you can use to put on it to desanitize it, and you have to have the right equipment just to get it up. And the only reason I know a little bit about that, I work in a hospital setting, and I know that I just can't go and wipe something up. That I have to have a specific item to get that job done. That's the same way with school. The jobs that we want require us to have specific knowledge and training to have that job. If I want to be a nurse, I can't go up in there in my scrub uniform, my shoes, and maybe my cap and say, "This is Tracy. I'm here to report for work. I'm a nurse." Tracy, where did you go to school at? I've worked around it, but and I pretty much know what to do. I'm sorry, Tracy. You have to have a degree. You have to have the specific training. You have to go to college to get that. That's what we have to do. Everything in this world is competitive. And without a degree, we all get looked over. Jobs that are so important. You may have 20 years of experience. Here is someone that just coming out of college, 23, 24 years old, no experience, but they have one thing you don't have, and that's a degree. And at our age, our life would be like a kite with no wind. It would never rise. That's the jobs. You can work at a job, have all the information, knowledge and all. But if you don't have a degree, you're still gonna sit here. You'll never go anywhere with that. Better paying jobs most jobs begin with minimum wage. And I'll be honest, y'all. I mean, really, let's just break it down. Most jobs that pay minimum wage, my bills far exceed the income I would get if I was to receive a minimum wage paying job. You see, my bills are too high for that. You have mortgage, you have car note, insurance, you have house insurance. I mean, you just have abundance of things that minimum wage can't pay. That's why you go back to school. That was one of the reasons why I went back, because I wanted to be able to pay all my bills, take care of me and my family, and then have some change left over in the bank. And I can't do that with a minimum wage paying job. And another thing we have to remember is that jobs are competitive. If you want to be in that market, in that go-to, want to be that type in that market, you gotta sell yourself. You have to have the credentials to do that. But I want to remind you of something. Be mindful of the type of careers that you choose, because some jobs may fizzle out. Everything is becoming technology now. We know that hospital settings and businesses will be around. We know there will always be doctors, nurses, respiratory techs, physical therapists. We know that all of these type people will be there. So we know hospitals and nursing homes will be around. We also know that there's going to be a business part, because somebody has to know how to run the hospital. Somebody has to know how to run the business. There has to be guidelines, policy, and procedures that go by. You have to have managers that will make sure that the fellow person is doing what is going to benefit your job. And we have to have that knowledge. Another reason for going back to school and getting a better job, retirement benefits. Now, when I was 18, 19 years old, I didn't think about retirement. All I thought about, I got a job, I'm going to be getting this little bit amount of money, I'm going to be living at large and in charge. No, you're not. Because at that age, no young person thinks about that. But an older person who has lived a little bit, knows that you have to have some type of job security, which means you have to have insurance, you're going to have retirement, you need to be able to pay enough money to pay your bills. And at a young age, they don't think about that. They only live within the now. They don't worry about the rainy days. And rainy days come. You may be driving along in your car, everything is fine, but something will happen. You have to prepare yourself for what's coming up. And how do you do that? How can you prepare yourself? Always know that there is a time and a place for everything. The time is now for us to get our education. The time is now for us to study. The time is now to make ourselves just as competitive as the next person. We know that we have to read our assignments. We have to do our course projects. We have to make sure we turn them in correctly. We also have to have a computer that's working efficiently to get that work done. And when all of that is done and you are committed to getting it done, hey, we have nothing to worry about. But let me tell you this, and I want everybody to understand, and I'm sure you can relate. There's an old saying, never put off today, but what you can do tomorrow, tomorrow may be too late. If you have somehow juggled an extra hour here, and you know you got this assignment to be due in 2 or 3 days, if you got the time to do it now, go ahead and do that assignment. Go ahead and read those modules. Make sure that you understand what's being done, and then pre-write it. Then that way, when you get ready to write your final paper, all you got to do is tweak it a little bit, and then submit it on. You can't wait tomorrow. You never know what might happen. Be prepared. Well, you've done it. The time has come. Stand up, everybody. Give yourself an ovation. Oh, we did it. Wow. You did it. You deserve it. Wow, we have made it. You just should be so proud. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that happened. I can't believe that happened. Sorry. You did it. The choice was not for us, but for our families and our future. And our families are so proud of you. How do you think they feel about you right now? They see determination, they see stability, they see strength, they see commitment. And you've done all of that. Wow, they are so proud. The long hours of reading, studying, taking the tests, writing those papers, it is over and done with. And the benefits of an educated adult means job security, better retirement plans, and tuition savings for your children. Now, with all that said and done, wasn't it worth it? Stand up. Keep standing. You did it. The sky is the limit. Congratulations.